What's up, aliens? It's Big Al. Welcome to another dumb sports vlog. New background for me tonight. My wife and my daughter are in my studio, so I brought it downstairs. Better lighting though, much nicer down here. Week 3 preview of the NFL, and I'm gonna cover probably 3 college games, and then what else we got? I haven't talked basketball in a while, but the Lakers advanced to the finals. We all expected that. We're expecting the Bucks on the other side, but it's all good. We've got the Heat probably going, Lakers Heat, like it's freaking 2011. Yeah, basketball's almost done. Baseball's whatever. Angels missed the playoffs for the umpteenth time. Let's talk college football. I think today could be considered the start of college football. College football started probably like a month ago in August when like Austin Peay played Central Arkansas, but the SEC started today. So let's just consider today the beginning of college football. Even though the ACC's played for a couple weeks, the ACC's whack. Clemson's the only good team. Notre Dame's been playing. They'll play each other. That'll be the only good game of the freaking season for the ACC. SEC's playing, and there were great games today. Oklahoma, first of all, Oklahoma loses. Oklahoma loses to Kansas State 38-35. Heisman hopeful superstar Spencer Rattler, young kid, struggles, 3 interceptions. This is that Oklahoma loss every year. They always have one loss towards the beginning of the year, and it's against some shitty team. Last year was Kansas State too, and they still make the playoff, and then they get murdered in the first game of the playoff. That's their thing every year. This year is no different. This was their lose one game, and you have enough time to recover. If you lose a game early in the season, you have enough time to recover and still make the college playoff. If you lose a game towards the end of the season, it can knock you out of the top 4. But if you lose at the beginning, so that's their thing. They get their loss out of the way. They beat the hell out of some team last week. Get their loss out of the way. Kansas State, unranked team. Get it over with. Now they're going to rally and come back, and they're going to win the Big 12 because the Big 12's sorry. And, that's it. They'll make the playoff again. They'll do the same Oklahoma thing. They'll get blown out by probably Clemson. If they make it 4, Clemson's going to be number 1 because Clemson doesn't have to play anyone to get to the freaking Final Four. Who else? We got LSU, national championship hangover. LSU loses at home to an unranked Mississippi State team. New coach, Mike Leach, comes in with the air raid offense. Looked really good. KJ Costello, 623 yards on a defense fresh off a national championship win. That's impressive. In the SEC, 623 yards, 5 touchdowns, I believe, 2 interceptions. Insane. College football's back. When you got all those SEC teams playing, I think every SEC game was good today, except like Alabama pretty much walked over Mizzou. I don't really know what else. Kentucky and Auburn was a decent game. LSU loses. Florida played a good game. Texas almost lost today. I hate Texas just because not only the national championship between Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, and Vince Young, but we played them a couple years ago when Sam Ehlinger was a freshman, I think, and a sophomore, and they came out and kicked the shit out of us the second game. So I'm just not a big Texas guy anymore. Just down with Texas, F Texas. Texas almost lost to Texas Tech today, and they're lucky they didn't because now they're still in first place in the Big 12. Oklahoma will steamroll them at the end of the year. They're not that great, but they got put on alert today. If they don't stop messing around, they're going to lose a stupid game, and then they're going to lose to Oklahoma, and then they're out of it completely. They'll probably lose to some team like OK State's good this year. They'll probably lose to OK State too. I don't think Texas is that good. They're way overhyped every year. And you got that year Sam Ehlinger was like, "We're back." No, you're not. F Texas. I'm so mad at them. Today was the first day that the SEC played, so I'm considering it the start of college football season. I'm going to give a Heisman winner, a way too early Heisman. If I'm giving the Heisman trophy to one guy after 1 week of playing, except the Pac-12 and the Big Ten, of course, give away the Heisman trophy right now, Kyle Trask, Florida quarterback, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions, threw for a buttload of yards, had a great game. They played, who the F did they play? Damn, I watched that game. I forgot who they played. It'll come to me like halfway through the conversation. They play Kentucky? No, that was Auburn. Nah, that's going to bug me. So, Florida plays well. Florida number 5 spot. They look good. Florida hasn't been ranked that high in a long time, so I was kind of skeptical about them. But they're looking good. I give the Heisman to him after 1 week. 6 touchdowns. That's insane. Great week for him. Look out for Florida. You got Florida and Georgia in the SEC East. In the East, Florida and Georgia will be a good game at the end of the year. Georgia struggled a little bit, came out and won their game. But college football's back. I'm excited. Excited to see where it goes. The Pac-12 finally got their shit together and announced that they're going to have a 7-game season, which I don't think that's enough to qualify for the college football playoff. But, I mean, that's the most Pac-12 thing that could have happened, right? They went and they were like, oh, we're going to do the right thing by not playing a season this year. The Big 12 or Big 10 did the same thing. We're not going to play a season. We're going to do what's best for our players and safety. And then as soon as the Big 10 changed their mind and no one else was skipping the season, they're like, oh, maybe we did the wrong thing. And here we are. Now Pac-12 is going to get 7 games, not enough for a college football playoff, not even going to give anyone an opportunity. Oregon, probably the best Pac-12 team, not even going to give Oregon an opportunity to go out and try to compete for a national championship. So Pac-12 is done before anything's going to start. The Pac-12 is not even going to be in the Final Four. Bullshit. But Larry Scott screwed us again. Thanks, bro. Let's get to Sunday preview because that's actually going good for me in football. Sunday preview, first game. Now, I don't think I'm starting with the Steelers every week just because, but they play at 10 a.m., so I kind of just went in order. By the way, Dolphins, big win over Jacksonville. I apologized on my last one to my buddy Daniel, big Dolphins fan. I'll apologize again. I picked the freaking Jaguars in that game, too, in the pool I'm doing. It's annoying. NFL games are just unpredictable. Anyone can go out and win any week. You see it every week. There's a team that just comes out and pulls an upset. Cardinals beat the Niners. Something random, right? All right, Texans Steelers. The Wattberg. I want this to be Wattsburg. I want this to happen so bad. I want J.J. Watt on the Steelers. I don't know. We would have to give up the world for him. But to have J.J. Watt and T.J. Watt on opposite sides and then Derek Watt, he's whatever. But to have the Watts all on the same team would be fantastic. To have them on the same field is already amazing enough. Their parents are going to do the split jersey thing or whatever. But give me the Steelers at home against a bad offensive line and a shaky defense. All right. Like I said, they got J.J. Watt, but their defense isn't all there. Give me the Steelers' young receiving core against a battered secondary, and give me the Steelers' pass rush against a weak offensive line. Deshaun Watson's amazing. No DeAndre Hopkins. They're going to have to slow down. What's his nuts? Kenyon Drake. No, David Johnson. They have to slow down David Johnson. Give me the Steelers' defense over the Texans. I don't care what the offense does. I think the Steelers' defense wins the game for them tomorrow. Probably the past year and a half is how it's been. All right, moving on. Bears and Falcons. The Falcons are the ultimate disappointment forever. The Bears are a big disappointment all the time. But you know what? Give me the Bears. The Bears aren't as much of a disappointment as the Falcons. So give me the Bears in this game for sure, 100%. I'd almost guarantee that game. The Falcons are going to fire Dan Quinn. Like maybe, I don't think he's going to make 8 games. So this is week 3. He might make it to his bye week. I don't even know what it is, but he might make it to his bye week or not. Just a little preparation. I come up with facts, and this is just me off the top of my head. But I mean, don't give him till week 8. I'm getting mad about how much failures they are for blowing that Dallas game last week. Just assume they're not going to win a game with them doing bullshit like that. They'll win a game because the Panthers are in the division. The Panthers don't look that great yet. Rams at Bills. This will probably be the best early game. Maybe the Texans and Steelers too, but the best early game. Rams at Bills. That's 2 good teams. Electric offenses. Solid defenses. I take the Bills just because they're at home. That's a long flight. LA to Buffalo. I think that's got to be one of the closest to going like across the country, going across and up. Mileage-wise, that's something. Or mileage-wise, I think that's probably one of the longest games. Maybe like Seattle to Florida, but for LA to fly all the way to Buffalo the day before a game, that's like a 5.5-hour flight, and then try to play them. I don't know. Josh Allen's been too good this year. Jared Goff looks all right, but Josh Allen's been too good. He's my fantasy quarterback in 3 leagues. I love him. Give me the Bills at home. Washington at the Browns. I think I bet against the Browns twice already. The first time was good. The second time sucked. Give me the Browns over Washington. Washington, they're young, they're scrappy, they upset on their first game, but I don't know, not sustainable. I don't know how much Ron Rivera is going to be coaching. He looks like crap on the sideline. He's getting like IV at halftime. Give me the Browns over Washington. I hate rooting for the Browns, but I picked them to win this year. Or not this year. Whoa, definitely not this year. I picked them to win this week, so give me the Browns this week. Titans at Vikings. Another epic disappointment in the Vikings. Give me the Titans run game all day against the Vikings team that's freaking disappointing everyone right now. This is a key word this week is disappointment. All these teams are being disappointing. Raiders at Patriots. Revenge for the, 2004 AFC Championship game. I think this is the first time in a long time the Raiders are going to be able to compete with a Patriots team. Probably since that Super Bowl run. What was it? What year was it? It was around then because the Raiders went in 2002 when they lost to the Bucks, so they were good around that time. It was like 2003, 2004 AFC Championship game in the snow, the Tuck Rule game. Give me the Raiders just because they're hot right now, coming off opening their stadium, beating the Saints, which no one saw coming, except Raider fans who talk a lot of shit. Give me the Raiders over the Patriots in Foxborough. Handling business. John Gruden goes and upsets Bill Belichick. That's my upset of the week. I usually, in this pool I've been doing, I'm not taking upsets at all. I've been like, who should win this game? The Raiders, I think, should win this game, and I think it's going to be an upset, especially at home in Foxborough. 49ers at Giants. This is the revenge game for all the 49ers ACLs they lost last week. They stayed in Virginia, I think, so they went out, played the Jets in MetLife last week. They're going out tomorrow, play the Giants in MetLife. Kind of sucks having to stay on the East Coast for a week, but rest in peace to all their ACLs going back for round 2. They're like that South Park meme that the dad, Stan's dad? I forgot his name. But it's that meme of him like all beat up and everything like that. He's like, I didn't hear no bell. This is the 49ers going back into MetLife Stadium, not battling the Giants, battling the turf on MetLife Stadium. So are they going to be able to sustain enough players to finish the game against the Giants? I think the Niners win this game just because they're good. Even though Nick Mullins is starting, Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't really do anything. They still have a slew of running backs. They've got Jerick McKinnon, Tevin Coleman, I think might have been out or not. Or Raheem Mostert's out for sure. But give me the 49ers run game over the Giants D any day of the week. Purely by running the ball. They're not going to score a lot of points. They might win like 21-10 or something like that. But give me the Niners. Defense still good. Lost Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas. Defense is still good. Give me the Niners. The Niners are too good to lose to a Giants team like that. It's like the same as the Jets last week. Everyone put the Jets on upset watch. That wasn't happening for sure. Still beat them by like 20-something points. Bengals at Eagles. This is the perfect game for the Bengals? Wow. Jesus, I'm just mixing everything up right now. It's late. It's like 9 o'clock. It's my bedtime. Bengals at Eagles. Give me the Eagles in a turnaround game, turning their season around. They'll stay at home. They'll kick the shit out of the Bengals, a team that was almost winless last year. They'll stay at home, kick the shit out of them. Carson Wentz starts to turn things around. This is almost like, I'm going to say, anything can happen in the NFL. This is almost like a bye week where you go and you kick the shit out of a team, try not to get as many people hurt as possible, try to keep people healthy, and then they're already thinking about next week probably. They're not going to think about this at all. Give me the Eagles by at least 10. And they're going to try to run the ball conservatively and not get anyone else hurt. Because that offensive line is roughed up right now. They need to get it back soon. Jets at Colts. Give me the Colts. The Jets might not win a game this year. The Jets aren't going to win a game until Adam Gase gets fired. All right, put money on that for sure. The Jets' offense is terrible. I love Sam Darnold, obviously USC, but the Jets suck so bad. I've never seen a team like this. Is like what the Browns were like a few years ago. Before the hype, the Jets are the before the hype Browns. Like the Jets are terrible. It's like sad to watch. And it pisses me off because they beat the Steelers last year, but this Jets roster is god awful. Le'Veon's not playing. He doesn't do anything anyway when he plays. Sam Darnold, will be in. Frank Gore will be in. The Ageless Wonder. All their receivers are hurt. Man, I wouldn't pick the Jets against anyone right now. I think the Jets get the number 1 overall pick, to be honest. I don't know who they get. They have their young quarterback. They got to get a freaking pass rusher, lineman, or something. Colts by 15 plus. Phillip Rivers goes in there. Or then staying at home too. Phillip Rivers stays at home and smokes the freaking shit out of the Jets. Panthers at Chargers. Give me all the Herbert. Give me all the Justin Herbert you have. What a stud. The Chargers team doctor. I don't know if he's making the trip or not. Oh, it's another home game too. I don't know if the Chargers team doctor is going to be there. Leave Herbert the F alone. Don't pull a Tyrod Taylor. I hope he's on administrative leave or something or fired by now. But I take the Chargers in this game. Teddy Bridgewater is not as good as I thought he was going to be. Yeah, for sure, give me the Chargers. Chargers are looking better. They almost beat the Chiefs. They should have beat the Chiefs last week. I'll take the Chargers at home. Buccaneers at Broncos. This could be a good game. With Drew Lock out, I think the Buccaneers handle the Broncos in their home stadium. The Bucs are looking good. I think Godwin's out, but you still got Mike Evans. You still got a sick run game with Fournette and Rojo. Buccaneers for sure. Lions at Cardinals. The Lions are going to be another disappointing team. They were up big on the Bears, lost that game. They were up big on the Packers, lost that game. They're not going to go up on the Cardinals. The Cardinals are going to freaking run all over this team. Cardinals by, I'd say, 20 points. They lost to the Packers by 21 points last week. I'm not saying the Cardinals are the Packers, but damn, that's an electric offense. DeAndre Hopkins setting a 2-game record for catches for his career. Kyler Murray's looking amazing. You still got Larry Fitzgerald that's over there. I don't even know who their tight end is. It doesn't even have to be good. You got Kenyon Drake. That's a good team. Good offense. Isaiah Simmons on defense looking solid. Give me the Cardinals for sure. Cowboys and Seahawks. This is an interesting game. The Cowboys should be 0-2. The Seahawks are 2-0. Seahawks at home. There's no way. I keep saying at home or away like there's going to be fans or anything like that, but I don't know. I don't see the Seahawks losing this game to the Cowboys. The way Russ is playing, he's already talking about MVP. Everyone's talking about MVP. They only got 1 interception this year that went off of Greg Olson's hands. Freaking Captain Butterfingers over here. Yeah, Seahawks. Not by a lot. Seahawks by a score, for sure. Packers at Saints. This is an interesting game because you got the Packers who are kicking the shit out of everyone, and the Saints who are supposed to be the best team in the NFC now losing to the Raiders last week. I don't know how this game goes for Drew Brees at all. I think the Packers go into New Orleans and absolutely do whatever they want on offense. The Saints might be in panic mode, start running some hurry-up offense. I think it'll be a shootout for sure. For sure not a defensive game. Take the over on this game, whatever it is. I think 80 points get scored in this game. The Packers win the shootout because they have a slightly better defense. Not as far as players, but how they're playing right now. I think the Packers are just going to be better. The Saints could be better, but after a loss to the Raiders, I'm not even gonna play with that one. I'm gonna say the Packers for sure. Chiefs at Ravens. This is a big one. AFC Championship preview. Who knows? Not if the Titans knock off the Ravens again. Chiefs at Ravens, man. We got a good one early. Week 3, preview of the AFC Championship game. Chiefs at Ravens. I don't know who I picked in my freaking pick'em pool this week. I probably picked the Chiefs just because I hate the Ravens. These teams are so evenly matched as far as all right defenses and amazing offenses. Yeah, give me the Chiefs going into Baltimore. I think this is going to be another game that's, I think both teams score in the high 30s or the 40s. I'd take the over in this game too. This game's going to be good. I can't wait for Monday night because of that. That's the best game. I can't see a better game than that right now in the rest of the NFL season. That's fantastic. All right. Those are my picks. That's my week 3 preview. Talked a little college football. Talked slightly about basketball. The Lakers are going to the finals. LeBron's 10th finals appearance. Then we got the Heat and the Celtics are wrapping it up tomorrow night probably with the Heat winning 4-2. I'll start talking about a little bit about that. I like the finals. I'll watch the finals. But once the Bucks were out, I kind of gave up on basketball. So it's football season, baby. That's all we care about. Love always, and remember, Iowa sucks.